It's 3 o'clock in the morning. This is Saturday, and I'm ready, all decked up. I haven't vlogged in a while, so might be rusty. So accompany me to show you some interesting vlog today. Not even the biggest bloggers can give you this content. This journey that we are traveling to is from Mumbai to Agartala. So expect a full comprehensive review. See you in the airport.
सर मेरा नाम मोहम्मद कमरुद्दीन शेख.
Okay, so the gentleman here is Kamruddin Sheikh. He works for Yellow Plate.
Yellow Plate.
So I was supposed to travel to Kolkata today from Mumbai. I was not getting any flight. I was not good to get the flight. लेकिन येलो प्लेट ने मेरे को बहुत हेल्प किया क्योंकि यहाँ पे ओला उबर कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है मुंबई में. ये हालत हो चुकी है. तो थैंक्स टू हिम एंड द ओनर एंड द टीम येलो प्लेट. Thank you. You're doing a great job and keep up the good work. Done with the boarding now. Boarding is complete. Going down to the gate. It's almost 1 hour remaining for boarding. So till now everything is quite nice. People are maintaining social distancing. People are extremely friendly. There is proper support from the staff here. The ground staff is doing a splendid job, I must say, and yeah, it's been amazing so far. Looking forward. So, it's a huge crew trying to maintain everything. So finally made it to Kolkata. Situation is very good actually. The government and the authority are trying their level best. As you can see here, people are wearing masks, social distancing is going on, and as you expect, the airport is kind of vacant. So it's a very strange experience, so to say. So far so good. See you in Agartala. It's a big line. It's a very big line. Our luggage is waiting there. Ride is waiting. The passengers who are about to leave are also there. Sorry, couldn't edit the vlog last night. Actually, came back dead tired, and after freshening up, I felt like dying. It was so tiring. So I'd like to end the vlog here, but before that, there are a lot of questions raised by the people who knew that I was traveling. So I thought, why not answer it at the end of this video. So first up, what is the flight arrangement? Flight arrangement is very simple. Since I was traveling in SpiceJet and Indigo, both of them were budget airlines, there was no social distancing in the seating arrangement. There was 30 rows in which 6 people were seated, like 180 people along with the crew and the pilot. So yeah, that provide. SpiceJet usually provides sanitizers in like tomato ketchup sachets and face shield. And if you have a face shield, I think they'll tell you to throw it away. Basically in airports they do have this biohazard dustbins in which your masks and your gloves would be discarded along with your face shield. So and SpiceJet only provides that face shield and sanitizers. Indigo on the other hand provides gowns. These are like normal white colored gowns. It's not PPE, but it's like a gown kind of a thing, which is not safe as per the PPE. In my suggestion, in my case, I got myself a PPE and I wore it throughout because I was traveling from Mumbai. So it that how much discomfort happens while traveling. It's extremely uncomfortable. Let me be very honest. I was traveling with a face mask on and a face shield, and on top of the clothes that I'm wearing a PPE. So basically what happens is that right now, since the airports are not fully functional, they have kept the air conditioning to a bare minimum, and the airline that you are traveling into, or the aeroplane that you are going into, the Boeing 737, this has also got a very a kind of this turn on the I think they are going through something called the limited usage of APU, that is the auxiliary power unit. They switch on and switch off the air conditioning. So basically what I'm trying to say is that since you have a face mask on and you have a wind face shield on, whatever the wind that used to come to your face directly will now get discarded, as a result of which there will be constant fog and whatever. It's the because you're blowing out carbon dioxide, and it's been blocked by your mask, and then it goes to your face shield. I've seen many people. It's quite funny and sad at the same time that there is fog all around you. And imagine, these are the people, those who don't wear specs. I'm a guy who is wearing specs. It's twice the uncomfortable or the discomfort, whatever you call it. And obviously you're wearing the PP, which makes the job even more tougher. As soon as you get down from the flight, and they will check your temperature. Each and every person's temperature is checked, and obviously you get sanitized. Your handbags do get sanitized. Since I was coming from Kolkata, the luggage was sanitized beforehand, and after that you are made to enter the airport, where they check your temperature, as I said. And then you'll be given, for example, at an instance they pick up random people, but and each and every people is been asked, like, where are you originally coming from. Since I was coming from Mumbai, they allocated a special person to escort me and directly take it up to the priority that all testing is now on hold, and they should only check me right now. So yeah, I gave my sample. Third question is that how is the sample really done. Basically, when you enter the airport, there are people who do your temperature checking, and then if you are given they hand out a token if you are selected for testing. So you take this token number. It's basically a number that you take it, and you go to that testing center, where there are people wearing PPE kits, and there are two ladies who will be taking your name and your details, all of that, your father's name, where are you from, if you have a club near your house, give us the details of that club. And post that, you will be given a chit in which your details are mentioned. Your sample will be labeled with that token number, so don't lose it. And if you do lose it, remember the number on it. And then you are taking a swab. Now, how does the swab taking place? Imagine the length of your the length from the tip of your finger, middle finger here, and to your wrist. So this is very long, right? So a stick of that they take, and then they insert in your nostril. You'll be made to be like this, and then they take the swab from each of your nostril, and it's inserted very deep. It's very long and sharp, this thing. So it directly goes into your pharynx, and it takes the swab of that pharynx. And why do I know it? Because I asked him. And then they insert it for like 3 seconds or such, and then they start it for any kind of discomfort, because corona, if you are COVID positive, you would have breathing difficulty. Your sense of smell, your sense of taste actually goes away. So these are the questions that they ask verbally, but there is no test. So the real test is when they take the swab. So each and every nostril, they will put it inside for like around 3 seconds, and then they start it, so that if you have any discomfort, you would be able to cough, or you are able to sneeze. These are involuntary actions. If you have corona, then only you will be able to do this. Otherwise, for a normal person, what they say is that if you insert it, there will be mild discomfort, but you won't be able to do any kind of there's involuntary actions like coughing and sneezing. It won't come to you. Apart from that, I think it was a wonderful experience, kind of experience that I cannot undermine my expectation. It tested my patience, it tested my physical abilities. Patience in the sense that I scheduled an Uber, it did not come, and then I got a taxi, luckily, which you'll see. I think it's there in the blog. And then the testing part. So overall, it was a experience that has enriched my capabilities as a human being. I hope you liked it. This is just a very impromptu, informal vlog. It's been edited and shot in my phone. So yeah, if you like it, do share your thoughts, and feedback is always appreciated, be it good or bad. Chalo, cheers for now. See you after 14 days.